So it's been confirmed that Chrisean Jr. is in fact blind in both eyes. And that was confirmed by Clarissa Blueface's mom. And I'm telling you, I have to go back and watch the video to when they was in a restaurant, because that's the first thing my mind went to. They was in a restaurant and Chrisean was trying to like feed him mashed potatoes, and he wasn't like grabbing for the spoon. He wasn't even opening up his mouth. And it makes sense now because he could not see anything. Like, it all makes sense. He wasn't even really blinking. Like, he was just straight staring into the distance. And it's just sad. Like, we all knew like something was wrong, even though she did confirm some type of syndrome that causes him to like cry like he's a cat. They did confirm that. At least Clarissa confirmed that. I don't remember Chrisean confirming anything like that. But man, I mean, like, my heart really goes out to this little boy, because his mom was definitely smoking and drinking while she was pregnant. And we all seen her on Blueface and Chrisean little TV show. We seen her on the Bad Girls Club.
This is your one and only chance to feel like a celebrity. Everyone, let's have some celebrity drama, please. With this, where do we even start? Our current situation isn't just another reality TV story, you see. This is how the actual world is. Furthermore, it goes well beyond the hostility between baby daddy and baby mama. What began as a tumultuous pregnancy announcement has evolved into something far more horrific and awful. Crouch and Blueface's child, baby Jr., is now confirmed to be totally blind in both eyes. Neither a blog nor a TikTok enthusiast using a magnifying lens verified it. Blueface got it directly from his mother, Clarissa. The internet seemed to scream as she stated it aloud, because everything that had previously seemed incomprehensible suddenly made sense. The live feeds, all of them fuzzy.
So I don't know if you guys seen Chrisean Jr.'s baby has been confirmed to be blind, completely blind. And I silently watched her journey when she was pregnant. I never followed Chrisean before that. I never followed Blueface. I never followed any of that. Those people, their stories, their situations. But while she was pregnant, we all know there was she was going on a million different podcasts and creators videos, and she would be drinking heavily.
Participants believed they were overanalyzing each time. In fact, they had always been seeing the truth. Before Crouch was ready to identify it, they were only beginning to hear it. The first warning sign that really got us was the restaurant's viral video, which we'll return to. Junior was being fed mashed potatoes by Crouch. She pointed with the spoon at his face. He simply sat there, not moving, not reaching, without opening his mouth. We now understand why. He couldn't see it. It makes sense. Now everything makes terrible, tragic sense. He wasn't being a lazy youngster. He wasn't being obstinate. He could scarcely react to what he could not see. His little eyes remained open. He merely gazed. That focused, motionless gaze that lingers in your mind long after the video has stopped. And those of us who are living through that moment with this new insight see things differently. It's disastrous. Let's not act as. Though this occurred suddenly, this result is hardly surprising. This is the outcome of a protracted and intricate voyage filled with poor choices, missed clues, and shouting from bystanders while Chrisean insisted that everything was okay, but it wasn't because we saw it happen. We all witnessed it. She was drunk to the bone, not merely occasionally sipping wine. We're discussing Hennessy, tequila, bottles and bottles making appearances on podcasts and radio shows, smoking and stumbling when obviously pregnant. They turned to the camera and said, "God got me," while holding joints and puffing and smiling. No, ma'am. You shone like it was nothing when God gave you a child. Even though Blueface is incarcerated, he is being truthful when he says he warned us. He did. In fact, he claimed that during her pregnancy, she smoked, drank, and suffered. She couldn't give the baby a month of clean living. He continued.
$5,000 that Blueface and Chrisean Rock have a baby. Let's start making bets now. Come on now, I'm calling bets. I got $5,000 that Chrisean Rock and Blueface have a baby gonna be dumb and they not gonna have a healthy baby. Listen, I got bets on it right now. I got 2,000. I got a side bet that the baby don't make it. I got a $2,000 side bet that they baby don't make it. I who want to bet? If it ain't gonna be artistic, or if it ain't be artistic, it's gonna be a mute baby.
We may have thought he was being petty at the time. We may have given an eye roll. Blueface's grievances, however, don't sound like resentment now that Junior has received a formal diagnosis of blindness and further health issues have surfaced. They have a similar sound to receipts. Furthermore, let's face it, this isn't simply online conjecture anymore. Croc's close friends and relatives who used to make her smile are beginning to speak up. Subtle clues are being conveyed. For example, we've been aware that he needed additional assistance. According to their glances at her, yeah, we tried to tell her. He has also been vocal. According to him, many individuals were afraid too. Mentioned that the infant needed a formal diagnosis. Don't shade, please. The goal is to save a child's life while it is still possible. He begged. Swift action. He pleaded with her to stop playing the victim whenever someone tried to assist her. He said it's not about her anymore. Instead, it has to do with Junior. He was correct. Charleston White, who was notoriously careless, and rude, began making fun of Junior before he was even born. Even though his remarks were nasty, we cannot discount their significance. Even then, there was real anxiety. They offered prayers, jokes, and attempts to reason with her, but Crouch rejected them all. Now that the baby is here, she is catching up to everyone else. It aches to see a newborn suffer because the grown-ups in his life were too preoccupied with being toxic, clinging to power, or simply living in denial. And instead of confronting it directly, Chrisean is dodging it, as she always does. The moment Blueface, as she had done 100 times before, she began discussing Junior's health once more. She gathered her feelings and ran away. She didn't just go totally numb this time, though. Another man rushed to her side. Indeed, star college football player Titan Newton is currently cheering Crouch on. Sis isn't being subtle either. She is operating the blogs, posting him, kissing him on video, making TikToks, and providing TMZ with fresh ideas. Junior is currently in the corner, officially blind, still unable to follow motions, and not reaching milestones. Take a moment to consider that your youngster was found to have medical blindness recently. You're out here trying to attract attention for a new relationship, not doctors, therapists, and appointments. The one that the internet refused to assist. It was best captured in one tweet. While she is out here playing prom queen with a freshman quarterback, Junior is meowing into space. Not even that, who couldn't keep quiet is the worst of it. The mother of Blueface is Carissa. This woman took the microphone as if she had been waiting for it her entire life. She went on the internet and began praising Crow for letting go at last. Not because she is concerned about Crow's health. She's excited because she believes this will make it possible for Blueface and Megan Thee Stallion to start dating. You heard correctly. I hope Megan is already pregnant with my grandbaby. This woman says while playing fantasy football based on celebrity romances.
I hope she gets pregnant right away. I hope she got pregnant yesterday. I hope the baby got a brother yesterday. Won't he do it? Girl, that's how I had to get over my love. I had to get pregnant and move on. That'll make you move on. That'll make sure it's sealed, okay? You gotta hurry up and get the baby's almost 2. They gotta have siblings. I think kids should have siblings 2-3 years apart. No, I am in full congratulations. I am not no hater, honey. I'll never be no hater. I'm happy. If they happy, I'm happy. Jane don't like John like that no more. I double triple check. She says she don't like him like that no more. She'll be happy if John be happy and can get his visitation with his kids. She has a whole identity that she's creating for herself. She don't like him like that no more. So I think the next best thing is for him. He always told me his favorite person in the world that if he could go and make it right, if he was more mature, would have been Megan Thee Stallion. So once they all grow up and they mature, I'm sure she liked him just as much as he liked her. It just was the timing. They was both becoming famous. You know, they was both feeling themselves. They both, you know, Megan and Blue became famous together. So I just think they just was.
That is a thick delusion. As if organizing the wedding, Chrisean began, tagging Megan and Blueface in her Instagram stories. She even created strange collages using their photos. She was drawn to the internet. "Scott a man" was among the remarks made by Megan's fans, who quickly cut it short. Megan opposes a man who has 6 baby mamas and custody hearings. To be honest, they are correct. Chrisean, however, is unconcerned. She is going all out, saying that Megan was always Blue's favorite lady in the world and that they would have been together if they had grown up sooner. Girl, please. Blueface faced numerous problems. However, Chrisean has been able to leverage this terrible circumstance with Jr. to promote her own reality program. Referring back to the Jason Lee show clip, Blueface made a joke about him, and Megan had something already. Yes, it is. So that was a moment ago. The internet began to connect, much like an FBI board. Megan and Blueface were both freshmen in the XXL class of 2018, the Circles. Promo circuits and events they participated in were the same. Therefore, anything may have occurred. When everyone else is watching and fretting over Junior's every action, is this the appropriate moment to bring up your son's suffering? There are no words to describe the impact of Cash's silence. Right now, her vibe is asking me to ignore her. No one is interested in this guy I'm dating because this is the reality. Her infant's demands are not being satisfied. Junior was shown in that video merely staring into space without reacting or taking any action. It was chilly outside. Blueface also noticed it. Nevertheless, he has been shouting from the virtual bars while incarcerated, accusing Crow once more. We all heard him say, "My son is not healthy because she drank, smoked, and got hit all through her pregnancy." But perhaps we were too afraid to speak up. She was not allowed to take a month off. And what do you know? At last attention was paid, but blame is insufficient. For this infant, I don't need your Twitter know-how. He must take action. He requires assistance. His parents must swallow their pride if they want him to live and develop, and it's not occurring at the moment. Junior acts as a prop for his mother's efforts to show off her enduring authority and beauty. Furthermore, while his own son is ignoring his obligations, Blueface is consumed by thoughts of Megan. This situation involves more than just drama. A youngster who didn't request to be born into chaos is at the center of the story. Who among these options didn't make a choice? Junior made the decision to stay out of the spotlight. Going viral was not his goal. Furthermore, he most definitely did not select parents who are too preoccupied with creating news to give him the attention he really needs. Now is the moment to awaken. What the heck? Will Junior get what he needs at last? Will Blueface come out, fight hard, and demand custody? Will Chrisean stop pretending to be famous and visit a specialist's office to beg for assistance? The next man takes over and the next post receives a lot of shares. Will this all be simply another TikTok fad? Tell me, please. Please share your thoughts in the space provided for comments below. Say a prayer for Junior if you can. He deserves better than influence. He is deserving of another opportunity at life.